Hello there, Ken Weller here. Some of you might know me from my tinkering with gadgets and my endless curiosity about where technology is taking us. Usually I'm buzzing with excitement about the latest bit of kit, but today something a bit more sobering has caught my attention. It's about the very cars we're being encouraged to drive, specifically the electric ones rolling off production lines in China. There's a growing murmur, a sense of unease that these shiny new vehicles might be more than just a way to get from A to B. The question on everyone's lips, from military top brass to the bloke down the pub, is a rather chilling one: are our cars spying on us? It all sounds a bit like a James Bond film, doesn't it? But this story is unfolding right here on British soil. The Ministry of Defence, not an organisation known for flights of fancy, has started putting rather stark warning stickers inside its fleet of civilian hire cars, many of which are Chinese-made EVs. Imagine being a soldier hopping into a brand new MG for a routine journey, only to be greeted by a notice that essentially says, "Big Brother might be listening." The stickers are quite blunt, instructing personnel not to have conversations about anything sensitive and, crucially, not to plug any official devices into the car's systems. It's a clear signal that something is amiss. This isn't just a vague precaution, it's a direct response to the nature of modern vehicles. These cars are packed to the rafters with technology microphones for hands-free calls, cameras for parking, and constant internet connectivity. The concern is that this array of sensors, particularly in vehicles made by companies with links to the Chinese state, could be turned into a mobile surveillance unit. Soldiers are being told to assume the car is a listening post, a place where loose talk could be captured and sent halfway around the world. It's a sobering thought that the very vehicle meant to serve our armed forces could potentially be working against them. The warnings highlight a fundamental shift in how we must view everyday objects. A car is no longer just a mechanical contraption of steel and rubber, it's a computer on wheels. The Ministry of Defence's actions, prompted by its own Defense Science and Technology Laboratory finding a potential threat, are the first official acknowledgement of this new reality. While they've been careful to state there's no concrete proof of data being siphoned off just yet, the fact they're plastering warnings inside their vehicles speaks volumes. It tells us the risk is credible enough to warrant a significant change in behavior for national security personnel, and that's a development none of us should ignore. This isn't just a British problem, mind you. The unease is spreading across the continent. Take a look at Denmark, for instance. They've recently brought in a fleet of new buses, presumably with Chinese technology integrated into their systems. Now, Danish authorities are having to investigate a rather frightening possibility that these public transport vehicles could be remotely disabled. Think about the chaos that would cause. An entire city's transport network could, in theory, be brought to a standstill by someone with a keyboard thousands of miles away. It moves the threat from simple eavesdropping to the potential for direct interference with our critical national infrastructure. This brings the worry out of the secretive world of military bases and places it squarely onto our public streets. If a foreign power could potentially switch off a bus, what's to stop them from doing the same to a car? It's a question that hangs heavy in the air. The convenience of connected technology, which allows for handy features like remote unlocking and software updates, also creates a vulnerability. In a world of escalating geopolitical tensions, handing over a potential kill switch for our transport to a foreign entity seems like a rather significant gamble, and it's one that governments are only now beginning to grapple with. For the average consumer here in the UK, the advice is becoming more personal and, frankly, a bit alarming. Security experts are now suggesting we should think twice before plugging our mobile phones into a Chinese-made vehicle to charge. We've all done it, haven't we? Your phone's on its last legs, and that handy USB port on the dashboard is a lifesaver. But the worry is that this connection isn't just a one-way street for electricity. It could be a two-way data highway, potentially allowing the car's system to access your phone's data, or even worse, install malicious software without you ever knowing. This practice, known as juice jacking, isn't new. but applying it to cars is a game changer. Your phone contains everything. Your contacts, your emails, your banking details, your private messages. The idea that all of this could be compromised simply by charging your device in your own car is deeply unsettling. It forces us to reconsider our trust in the technology we use every day. Suddenly, that convenient feature designed to make life easier becomes a potential security nightmare, turning a simple act into a calculated risk. The message is clear. When it comes to these vehicles, we need to be cautious. So, let's be perfectly clear about one thing. As of today, 24th November 2025, there is no smoking gun. No one has produced a leaked file or a captured data packet that definitively proves a Chinese EV has been spying on its owner for Beijing. Defense Minister Lord Coker himself has confirmed the government is assessing the threat, but the evidence remains elusive. This lack of hard proof makes it easy for some to dismiss the entire issue as paranoia or protectionism, a scare story designed to damage the reputation of burgeoning car manufacturers. After all, why worry if there's no concrete evidence of wrongdoing? However, the absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. The concern isn't based on what has happened, but on what happened. The core of the issue lies with China's national intelligence law, which compels Chinese companies and citizens to cooperate with state intelligence services upon request. This means that a company like SEC, which is state-owned and manufactures MG cars, could theoretically be ordered to use its vehicle's technology to collect data and hand it over to the government. It wouldn't matter what their corporate privacy policy says, the law of the land would take precedence. This is the key reason why people are so worried. It's not about suspecting the car manufacturers of having malicious intent from the outset. It's about understanding that they may not have a choice in the matter. The technology is already in place. The microphones, the high-definition cameras, the GPS trackers, the cellular modems. These systems are constantly collecting vast amounts of data from where you go and how fast you drive to what you say inside the cabin. In the hands of a Western company bound by GDPR, we have some legal recourse. In the hands of a company answerable to an authoritarian state, the picture becomes much murkier. Think about the sheer volume of information your car gathers. It knows your daily commute, the location of your children's school, the friends you visit, and the political rallies you attend. It might even record snippets of your conversations. This data, in aggregate, could be used to build a frighteningly detailed profile of an individual or even an entire population. For military personnel, the risk is obvious. Troop movements, base locations, and sensitive conversations could be exposed. But for the rest of us, it's a slow, creeping erosion of privacy that we should be just as concerned about. So, what's my take on all this? Honestly, it leaves me feeling deeply conflicted. On one hand, these new Chinese EVs are remarkable pieces of engineering. They're often more affordable, packed with features, and are helping to drive the electric revolution forward, which is something we are told the world needs. I've always been a champion of new technology that makes our lives better, and I hate the idea of stifling innovation with suspicion. Shutting ourselves off from global advancements feels like a backward step, and it's important we don't descend into baseless fear-mongering. There's a fine line between caution and paranoia. On the other hand, we simply cannot afford to be naive. The world has changed. Our cars are no longer private, isolated bubbles. They are nodes in a global network. The warnings from MI5 about Chinese espionage on platforms like LinkedIn show that the threat of data harvesting is real and ongoing. To ignore the same potential risk in our vehicles, which collect far more intimate data than a social media profile, would be reckless. The quiet, official warnings from the Ministry of Defense tell me that this is something being taken very seriously at the highest levels. And when the world of intelligence is worried, I tend to pay attention. For me, the principle is simple. We must own and control our own data. It shouldn't be a resource that can be silently extracted and exploited by a foreign power, regardless of whether it's for commercial or state purposes. The onus is on the manufacturers to provide absolute transparency about what data is being collected, where it's going, and who can access it. Furthermore, our government needs to establish robust regulations and testing protocols to verify these claims and ensure that any vehicle sold in the UK, no matter where it's made, meets our security standards. We need a digital MOT for cars. Ultimately, we, the consumers, need to stay informed and ask the tough questions. Don't be afraid to ask the dealer about data privacy before you buy. Read the small print. And for now, maybe think about getting a portable power bank for your phone instead of plugging it into the dash. This story is just getting started, and I'll be following it closely. Keep your eyes open, stay curious, and demand answers. It's your privacy after all. If you found this useful, do give it a like and subscribe for more updates as they come. Stay safe out there.